Hello and welcome back to my craft room and day 2 of ArtyFartober, which is our take on Inktober. So some of the members of our Discord community got together and I can't claim any credit for this at all. They got together and had the idea and put together this amazing prompt list. I honestly think it's one of the best prompt lists I've seen. Let me show you. We'll pop over to, I'll show you the Discord community now and where you would go to find it if you would like to. I did also pin it in the ArtyFarty any group on Facebook if you're in the Facebook group. Let me take you over to. So here we are in the general chit chat room in our Discord community. Jen is just showing off that she's bought that lovely little wallet in the Makers Market from Liz. Anyway, that's not what we're looking at today. So we're going to go over to the prompts and challenges room over here. And at the top there's all these icons. It might be in a different place on your phone, but you know, basically you're looking for a pin icon and looking for pinned messages, because otherwise some of the messages where people left the prompt lists would get all lost in amongst where people have started to share all their amazing creations. The prompt today is Giraffe having a laugh. And they've really made me giggle, these today. I just love them. And people are doing all sorts. They're doing stitching, paintings, drawings, all kinds of things, and I plan to do the same. So there's all of this and lots of chat about it. There's Tom's on a digital one. That's my son Tom. Because the original messages were getting kind of drowned in all of the responses and the photos that everybody's sharing, we pinned them all, or Tom pinned them all. So you click on this pin icon and they all come up. So we got the Schooltober list there someone's shared, Whichtober, Drawloween, all sorts of the proper official prompt list. There's always lots of different ones going on. And here's our ArtyFartober list, which I love. They've even made it look beautiful. There's a light version of the list as well, with one every 3 days. So yesterday it was Light in the Darkness, today it's Giraffe having a laugh, tomorrow it's Whimsical Cat. But you know, you can pick and choose whichever ones you want. Just do 1 or 2 that appeal to you. Just do the last one and work on it for the whole month if you want to. And anything goes. People in the group are doing all kinds of any arts and crafts. Any way you want to respond to the prompt each day is fine. I might even just do a photo, go off for a walk and do a photo for a couple of them. So I just wanted to show you that. And also, while I'm screen sharing, I just typed giraffe, as you can see, into Google Images and got these up on. I just love this one. Oh, I think they're so adorable, giraffes, aren't they? Strange looking creatures, and so gorgeous. And so that bigger image there is the one that I've based my little sketch on. And let's come back here and I'll show you what I've got going on. So here's my little sketch. I'm going to be doing collage myself today. I like to do a bit of collage. I've taped it off all around. I've left quite a small area. I prefer to work big, but I'm trying to be realistic and think how much have I got time if I want to keep up with this and do all of the prompts, which I would like to do. I need to keep it, rein it in a bit. And keeping the size down is one way of doing that. So I pulled out just a few little bits of collage fodder to try and, otherwise if I've got too much in front of me, it just gets a bit overwhelming. I'm going to use this. I'm going to cut the mouth out from there to make my giraffes laugh. I like cutting out words, and obviously I'd cut these words out to keep for big change. Then picked it up this morning and realised it actually has normal crossed out, which I really like. So I think that might be on here, because I always like to have a bit of wordage on my collages. This is a printable collage sheet. I bought this years ago through Etsy. You can see the name there, but there's also you can get if you put in printable collage sheets on Etsy, all sorts come up, some really lovely ones, really kind of artsy faces and stuff. They've collected images up from magazines the same as I do, like this one, but give them cheeks and elaborate on their features a little bit and add little decorative elements and things. They're really lovely, and the great thing about a printable sheet is you can print it off as many times as you like once you've bought it. You do need to be a little bit careful sometimes if you use an inkjet printer like I do, that if you're using matte medium or something with pasting over the top of it, you might move the ink, so you do need to be a little bit gentle. And I've also got, for the background, I've got this lovely tissue paper that this was wrapped around a gift that Jackie sent me a while back, and it did have lavender oil in it. It smelled really strongly lavender, but the smell's all gone now. Sniffed it all up. So I'm going to use some of that for the background. And then these actually came in a package that Zoe sent me, Zoe Artist. So I kept them as well. I've used them on some collage already. So those are the pieces I'm going to use, and then I will do... Oh, and I've got these flowers too. I might have flowers. And I'm kind of thinking this giraffe is going to be having an laugh at a party, so I want it to look all kind of partyish. And I think one of these will become a party hat, which will probably stick outside of the border. The wordage will be outside of the border as well. So there's my kind of rough sketch. I'm just going to take some of that graphite off if I can reach my... Can't find it. There it is. Get my manky kneadable eraser and just take some of this extra graphite off. I mean, I will be sticking stuff over it anyway, but it's just such amazing takes on this prompt. Nice to start the day with a laugh, isn't it? So I guess maybe the first thing to do is to get my background down, really. And some of it, like the eyes and things, I will probably use coloured pencils to do them. Yeah, I might just warm myself up, just get myself sort of started with getting that background on. So I like using, for the pieces like this and the wordage and stuff, I'll just use a glue stick. But for putting background tissue paper and napkins and things, I think it's easier to use something I can brush on. So I've got this matte medium gel stuff. I need to get some more. Look, it's running out. Because it's matte, I can go over with pencils and stuff, so if I go a bit over here, it's not going to matter. I tear little pieces off, because I don't want to go over this border like this. So I'm going to let it go over the face a little bit. I think I will probably quite like that look. Now, if I don't tear that off, it's going to ruin my tape pill. Okay, so with the napkins, it looks like I've already taken the top layer off this one, but if you don't know this little trick, if you're doing a bit of napkin art, if you just get your fingers a bit sticky, just dip them in a tiny bit of glue or run them across your glue stick, and then if you just go like this, it just peels the layers apart really easily. And another handy little trick is just to get some, if I just want this area of the napkin, if I just run a line of water around, it will then make it easier just to tear away the bit I want, like that. I'm thinking I'm just gonna, yeah, that'll work. Make the background look a bit more interesting. The lovely thing is that with both the tissue and the napkin, it just like, once you've applied it with this gel, it just like sinks away into the background, as if you printed it on there or painted it on there. And I might just, because I like to see things in threes, I'm just going to have a little tiny bit up there. I might end up doing a little inking around the edges as well. Well, I might as well, while that's just drying up, I'm going to get this little mouse cut out. I've lost my scissors. Oh, he could have sunglasses, couldn't he? But I love their eyes so much. It might be an idea to put the mouth there and do the drawing around it, I think. That's worked out just the right. It's going to look weird, but I don't care. I'll just put that on with Pritt Stick so as not to get it too wet, because I don't want the magazine paper wrinkling up too much. But I'm going to carefully put just a little layer of the matte medium over the top, because that'll make it easier for me to use pencils over it if I want to. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Okay, let's try this neck piece that I'm thinking of. It's funny how often when I'm doing this collage like this with faces, people's or animals' faces, usually people's, I always end up tittering to myself while I'm doing it. It just really amuses me. Just seemed like a nice idea, but actually, no, it's going to go too far away from it being a giraffe, I think. The other thing I noticed while I was there that might be a little bit kind of ironic is if the giraffe has got a bit of a leopard skin accessory of some sort. Considering that probably, I don't know, could a leopard bring down a giraffe? I quite like the party hat idea. Let's just cut that as well. Yeah, just to signify that she's at a party. And then I need for this to dry now, so I can go in with coloured pencils and possibly inks as well. Let's just see if I want any of these dots. Because the threes doesn't have to be just colour; it can be the shape as well. So there's a gold one here. What would a gold one look like? Just going off there. I love how when you get the layers of tissue like that, they show through each other. And if they're different colours, that, you know, it blends the colours together. I love that. I should hopefully still be able to see my original drawing through there well enough. Not, I might just have to draw it in a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. So what I'm going to do now is go away and dry this, strengthen up the outline a bit, and then I need to get my coloured pencils out. Maybe I'll go Inktense. Might go Inktense. Anyway, I'll be back in a mo. I don't know if my giraffe looks like a cross between an alien, an ostrich, and something else, or anything like a giraffe at all, but I'm going to carry on. I'm going with it. I've dried that all off now. I've penciled in my outlines. The original drawing was definitely better, but this is the way it went, and you know, hey ho. I've got some pencils I've dug out, so I'm going to go with my Inktense. I've got is it Sahara? No, Sicilian yellow, and a baked earth, I think. Yeah, baked earth, Sicilian yellow, and a Chinese ink. And then I've also got a black polychromos as well for a bit later. My water here, I will need water and a little brush to activate those. And then I decided I would cut up the little leopard skin bit of that collage paper and just use that to make the little markings on the giraffe. I probably won't need this many. Okay, so they're ready, but I think I want to put the pencil on first. I also dug out blue distress ink. This one's Broken China, and a blending brush to apply it, just a small one. I just want to go around the edges, and I might go up here a little bit, just here and there, not all over. I think that's all I'm going to need. With the Inktense, if you haven't used them, the idea, you can apply these in several different ways. I love this smooth paper because I can apply these straight to here, activate them with water, and I don't end up having to worry about scribble lines. I could also just take a wet brush and apply straight to the paper like that, or I could use a palette. They make palettes specially for this, but I use this one because it's cheaper. It's just a cheap chopping block from the local supermarket. You can just scribble on here, use some water to activate the pigment and create a little pool of paint that you can then use. So there's different ways I can use them. I think for this, for quickness and ease, I just want an all over kind of coat of the yellow to start with. And the thing about Inktense that I love so much is it goes on like this, and it really looks quite dull. Even this yellow really looks quite dull. And then once you activate it, it just, the full vibrancy of the colour, the intensity of the Inktense comes out. I'm going to go over this where the tissue is as well. I think it's going to help me keep going with all the way through Inktober with our ArtyFartober prompts, if I keep doing different things every day like this, rather than try and do the same thing every day. My mind just wanders off if I do that. just can't help myself. And also I just love doing all of these different things, and I know different viewers will enjoy different types of arts and crafts as well, so I want to kind of make it a little bit of something for everybody and just try and show that, you know, don't think you can't join in with Inktober because you don't like doing actual art as such, because it can be any arts and crafts. That's the point for me. Okay, so I've just done a little coat all over of that yellow, and now I'm going to use the baked earth just in certain areas to deepen it up a little bit, and I can layer this just the same as I would with paints. The other thing, the big difference between Inktense and using, say, watercolour pencils is that once these are fully activated with water, they will not move again. Sometimes people think that's not the case, but that's only because they haven't actually fully activated all of the pigment. I'm just going to kind of apply some of this now where the darker bits would be. You can also just dip the pencil in water, or you can put water down first and work in onto wet paper, but I don't enjoy that so much, but it can be quite an interesting effect. And I just love the bit where you've done all of this, you've kind of done all the work already, and then you get to sort of activate it all with clear water, and it's like one of those old magic painting books we used to have when we were kids. When I was a kid, we did anyway. I might go over here a little bit later as well. Put this into the kind of folds of the ear. Probably going to want a little bit of something. Okay, I'm going to introduce this cherry red as well. A little bit in the corner, a little bit there. That might be better with just using it directly with the brush in a minute. Okay, let's do a bit of activation. Like I say, I can always add more as well. I can layer up the colour, just let it dry and then do another layer. Just love these pencils. You can get Inktense in blocks as well. This is the weirdest looking giraffe I think I've ever seen. I do think I'm going to want to go around the mouth and the teeth a little bit as well. I might have to put some more matte medium or some transparent gesso over that to give me enough tooth to use pencils. Right, I think I'm going to go over the whole eye and put the shine back in after. Let's just see where the shine was on that picture. Okay, I'll try leaving the shine behind, but I can always put it back in with a white paint pen. If not, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I've got to remember I've got some sort of lighter bits here. I can put some of these details in a little bit later, but I don't. It's not even pretending to be realistic. This is it. So I'm not going to worry about it over much. So let's glue on some little patches. How to give people a little bit of a clue as to what it's meant to be. I'm going to have to get my head over it and put and just redefine these lines around here a little bit. I'm going to have to do that, I think, off camera, because I really need to get my head over it and see what I'm doing. And I can do that after I've sort of peeled the tape off and everything. So before I peel the tape off and put the hat and the title on, I need to put my little bits of sort of suggestion of sky in. I'm coming in from the outside so I don't get sort of big ugly clumsy bits on the background. I don't want it totally blue. I've got to bear in mind that if I go over that yellow, I'll lose my yellow, and I like my bit of yellow there. Sort of looks cheerful and sunshiny to me. I think I might end up going around the little teeth a little bit as well, just a little bit, to make it look more sketchy and less like just a stuck on photo. Just sort of try and merge them in a bit. Sometimes what I would do, if this was like it's kind of more of a serious piece, I might sort of merge those edges in with a bit of gesso first, let it dry, and then go over with pencil or paint to make this more like it's part of the photo. But I'm quite happy for it to look like it's stuck on in this case, so I'm not going to worry too much. Well, I do want to write day 2 and Giraffe having a laugh somewhere as well, so quite like that. I'm going to stick it on now because I might end up doing a bit of doodling around it as well. A black and white border. I might do a black and white border around this. I do quite like a black and white border sometimes. Now, do I definitely want the party hat? I think I do. There we go. So I'm just gonna, you can, I think I'm gonna have to do a little layer of, just to make myself happy, a little thin layer of transparent gesso over that, which once it's dry will dry clear, but it'll just have a little bit of a grit to it so that I can use pencil on top of it more easily. That is the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen. Definitely you wouldn't know it was a giraffe. If you didn't know the prompt was giraffe having a laugh, yeah, I don't think you'd guess. I need to decide whether I want that black and white border around there or not as well. I think maybe that might be a bit overkill actually. I will finish this up and I'll post the pictures of the finished piece in the Discord community. We've got up in the we're putting all of the ArtyFartober pieces and Inktober pieces are going in the prompts and challenges room in there, and I'll also post it on my Instagram and in the ArtyFartober group on Facebook. I haven't checked in there today to see if anybody's posted any other pieces in the Facebook group or not, so I must have a look in a minute. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do a video every day, but I will be working on a piece every day. It might be that I just have to round up a few days at a time rather than make time to do, because it's not just the making of the video, it's then I'm a bit slow at editing and stuff. Not bad for my age, you know. Anyway, okay, hope you enjoyed watching that. Hope you're enjoying whatever you're doing for Inktober. As I say, do come and join us if you'd like to, and share whatever you're creating in the Facebook group and the Discord community if you'd like to. We always love to see and inspire each other, support and encourage each other. I think that's our mantra really. Okay, thanks very much again, and I will see you again really soon, really soon.